we found out what it takes to be a champion in the NCAA team. We played against a very good team, ran into a buzzsaw. A team that's very, very good defensively and they execute really well. When we scouted them, we must have, Coach Goom and I must have seen about 5, 6, 7 games. And we really couldn't find a glaring weakness on this team except for one thing. They gave off straight line drives. Their guards don't guard when you're driving it. So we felt if we opened the court up and try to create some one-on-one situations and we had a chance to maybe get to the free throw lines and possibly knock down free throws, we would have a chance. But also we felt like if we zone in the first half, we can keep them from running their offense because in a man, they run their offense with precision. They'll just run it over and over 3 times until you make the mistake. But with our zone, we felt like that may be the best defense. We did a pretty good job in the first half, holding them like 30-some%. But we didn't finish the defense off with the rebound. And sometimes it's not the first shot to beat you, but the shot that follows. And that's what happened. In the first half, we gave up way too many second shots, and as a game, we gave up 20 offensive rebounds. But also, they got quite a few points off of turnovers, 26-11. And usually our bench play better, but their bench outplayed our bench. They're a very good basketball team. They're sound. And the reason why we played as bad as we did, because we played a very good team.
Of course.
Coach, early on it was easy to see that you were having a hard time against their defense in the first half. Why do you think that was happening to you tonight?
Well, it's not Spurs not the first time any team has had problems with their defense. They get out and deny and get in your face and pressure the basketball. We've not seen the defense as tough. We've not seen a team that pressure the ball the way they do. We just did not do a good job of handling pressure. Of course, this is a game I hope that will help us. I mean, we still work in progress. We don't get too high, but we definitely get low when we lose. So I expect our team to learn from this experience. We should have probably taken a little bit more advantage with a little backdoor action. We tried it maybe once or twice and threw the ball away, so we shied away from it and just opened up the court. But I think the defensive pressure is probably as good as anybody we've seen all year. They grab, they hold, and depending on the officials too. They can do it against some teams. The officials gonna call it. Sometimes they don't call it. But at the end of the day, man, we've got to show a little bit more mental toughness and composure.
You gave up 22 points off of turnovers in the first half compared to 4 in the second. What did you say to your guys at halftime?
Well, one, we felt like transition defense was missing in action. We started sending 2 back on defense. We did the first half, but we just were slow getting back. But the second half, we did point out the fact that they were getting way too many points in that transition. And I thought we made a more concerted effort to stop them from scoring in transition. Did a much better job.
The short turnaround after the Houston Baptist game, would you have liked to have more than one day in between games to prepare for this one?
This is a good team. We were talking about that earlier. We need, for a team like this, you almost need a week to even get prepared. We played a very physical team in Houston Baptist. We got beat up pretty good inside Saturday. Then come back and play another team that's very physical. But even with the preparation a week, we still have to play smarter. We still have to play with toughness. We've got to have a willingness to compete. And so even with our preparation, this is no excuse. I don't think that our effort areas were good enough. And then we had 19 turnovers that didn't help either.
With Anthony playing 4 minutes in the first half, was that just a matter of trying to preserve him with 2 fouls, or what went behind that?
Of course, I never let my players staying after 2 fouls. I'm not going to take that chance of them get a third foul in the first half, and then they go into the second half playing soft because they're afraid to get the 4th foul. So that's a coach's decision. That's what I always do. And if I had to do it again, I'd do it the same way.
Gotcha. As far as the rebounding battle tonight, obviously they grab, I think it was over 20 offensive boards. Is that just a matter of the effort on the box out on y'all's part?
Well, not just box out. After the box out, there's a second phase, pursue the ball.
Mm-hmm.
They went after the ball. We stood there looking at balls. And we've got to learn to pursue the ball and run through balls. This is a game that we'll go back, we'll look at tape and show the difference in the effort that we gave and the effort that they gave. And hopefully that'll be a teaching moment for us.
What happened with Tyrann and Booz?
2 guys is competitive. I don't have a problem with that. I think they both are very emotional players. And at the end of the day, got to grow up. And instead of, you can't get on each other, you got to encourage each other. And that's what we teach every day. I think it's just frustration. That's it.
Okay.
Coach, offensively, you scored most of your points in the paint. Is that what you were looking to do coming into the game? Or did you want to spread it out more and get more shots from the outside?
We just wanted to take what the defense gave us.
Okay.
And we just happened to have an opportunity to get some points in the paint. That's what they gave us. So we tried to drive and get to the free throw line. In our conference, it seemed like the advantage goes to the guy that drives to the basket. I mean, that's just the way it is. And so instead of shooting jump shots, our shots are not falling right now. We got to do something else. So we drove it to the basket, tried to get to the free throw line, especially going down the stretch. We had to stop the clock and try to shoot free throws. That's the only way. But we failed to make stops on the other end even after we got to the free throw line. Made a couple free throws and they'll come back. We didn't make stops like we should.
You guys have led in 5 games out of 20 at halftime so far this season. Is there anything to remedy that? And just how much does putting yourselves in that hole, hurt this team?
I don't get that much. I don't even look at that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at the end of the day, I look at the final score.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, most insignificant stat in basketball is the score at halftime. That's the way it goes. At the end of the day, we want to win. We don't be that concerned about halftime points or score. My kids give me good effort, and that's all I can ask. Tonight we did. That's probably the first night since I've been the coach this season that I'm a little disappointed that we didn't have more fighting and we didn't compete.
Is that the only thing you would have liked to have seen different tonight? That besides effort, is there anything else?
Not only that, we need to take care of the ball. We had 19 turnovers. But the effort areas, I'm a little disappointed. Rebounding, you got to do a better job. 50-50 balls, you got to come up with it most of the time. We got to make stops. So we pride ourselves in, during the game, 3 stops in a row. And I'm not sure we made 2 stops in